Emma Ruth Rundle, Real Big Sky, Guitar Tabs, and Guitar Lesson. I'll play through all the sections right at the start here, and afterwards I'll go back through, give you a little more explanation with what's going on. Before we jump into the lesson, please hit the subscribe button. It gives me a good signal to know that you like these videos and I should do more. And with no further wait, let's get on into it. Alright, so for starters, we're in a pretty wild tuning here. It's a drop B flat. Okay, so basically we have a B flat, F, B flat, E flat, G, C. Alright, and I'll put the names of the chords that are happening at the top. So if you don't want to do all the funky tuning, you just kind of want to strum the chords to it. You could just look at the top there and stick with that. So for starters, the main intro, verse, riff here, we go with a B flat 5 chord. So a lot of this you could just reel off power chords and it sounds just fine. And with this, we're basically just hitting opens on the bottom, the low 3 here. And I like to throw in this 2 just to give it that extra octave on the 3rd string up. And this is real loose. If you've heard the recording, it's just a real raw sounding guitar. So nothing like super locked in stone here that has to be perfect. Just a couple strums there. All right, we hit the quick 1st fret here and slide it on up to a 3rd fret for a D flat power chord. All right, hang out there for a little bit. And then we'll slide it up to 5s now. Okay, for the E flat power chord. You can even throw in a little 7 on that middle B flat, the 3rd lowest here. Sounds good for a little suspended 2nd there. And for the pre-chorus section, jump all the way up to 8s now for a G flat power chord. Okay, drop it down to 5s. For the E flat, and then we come off for some opens for the B flat, and you want to get a little minor action on this. So B flat minor, we can just get a little taste of it here by doing 3 on that middle B flat string. The pre-chorus ending. Basically, we just go through the whole pattern again, but at the end, instead of hanging on that B flat minor for so long, do it about half as much, and then we just come right back to the eighths. All right, and just build up that for a good handful to get into the chorus. So to E flat, to our open B flat minor, just for half as much, and then come right back to the G flat at the eighths. All right, chorus kicks off. We start at 3 here for the D flat power chords. Back up to the eighths for the G flat. Come back off to opens for a B flat power chord. Now right back to the eighths. All right, and then we'll repeat the initial D flat and G flat at the 3 and 8. And then we'll land on 5s for the E flat and just hang out there for the remainder of it. All right, and then we wrap up the chorus, and this is the first and third time. Second time is pretty much the same, but the ending's a little different. So the first time through, we just do the same deal. Our 3 to 8. All right, D flat to G flat, open to B flat, back to our 8ths for G flat, and then repeat our first 2 chords again, the D flat and G flat at the 3 and 8. And then we land on our 5s as usual for the E flat. But here we can add a little something extra because everything gets a little sparsed out, and we add some E flat minor stuff where we go 8 on the middle the middle B flat, bring it off to 7. All right, and then go back 7 to 8, and then come back off to just 7. Hang out there for a moment, and then at the end of the first and the last, the third chorus, we do this little build up at the first fret now with the B power chord. Okay, at the end of the second one, it doesn't do that. It goes right into the interlude. And for the interlude, we're just going to hang out here at the 8ths for a good handful. Okay, about 8 with the 8ths. And then we'll drop down and do a different voicing now of the B flat power chord, a little higher. So we're just going 5 on the 5th string here, and then we add the 7 on the 4th and 3rd string. All right, for a little just higher voiced B flat power chord. Okay, drop it down to 3 and 5s for a new little A flat power chord here. Okay, so just 4 strums there, 4 strums there. Come right back to our G flat at the 8ths. Drop down, hit our B flat at the 5 with the 7s. And then we bump it up now for a higher voice D flat at the 8 and the 10s. Okay, and you just repeat that whole pattern a couple times for the interlude.